All right, so this is chapter 4. Previously, I said this is the first time the game gets kind of interesting. That might be a half truth. So there's a lot of great content in this chapter, but a lot of it is stuff that I kind of edit around and cut out because.
Why?
Because it's grinding. It's the fun part of an RPG is the grinding.
Well,
but not the fun part to watch.
I've been with many women. I find grinding to be a very good part. I would not mind seeing that on the YouTubes.
I'm not allowed to put that on the YouTubes, to clarify. But you know what? I'm sitting there chastising myself. So you prepared a list of 10 things that you admire about Fitzwilliam Ramsbottom.
And I forgot it at
fucking
home.
forgot to bring it with you.
But when I leave home, I think, right, phone, wallet, keys, lighter. I never think, where's my list of nice things about Fitzwilliam?
God damn it. Alright, can you think of any of them on the top of your head? Just one will do. We'll do one in this video and then we'll just maybe do one per video for a bit.
Fuck, it's just trying to think of them off the top of my head because he's such a twat.
No! You're already going against our promise to YouTube.
Alright, here's the thing. When we were about 12, 13 years old...
Yeah?
No, I was about 13. I think he was about 12 because he's a year younger than us, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. I joined an evening theatre group. The way we learned acting stuff at the Milton Keynes Theatre.
Oh, nice.
And I find it very hard to make friends, and I wasn't very talkative with anyone. And he was the one who approached me and went, "You're Dan, aren't you?" And I went, "Yeah." "How do you know?" And he went, "Well, the register, obviously." I was like, "Okay, I'll let you have that one." I said, "But how do you know me properly?" He said, "Oh, because our mums are friends." I was like, "Okay, I'm not friend with either of our mums, really."
I'm not friends with my mum.
I see mother as more of a colleague than anything.
An associate at best.
She's just a housemate, really.
Wow.
But yeah, he said that, yeah, because our mums are friends and that, we actually started talking. And when we went on the tour around the theatre, he was talking and we kind of became friends through that way. I didn't really get a choice in the matter. He wouldn't really leave me alone. Kind of regret that
Okay,
now.
no, don't. Okay, you're going.
But-
you're backtracking. No,
But
keep on it.
because of him, I become friends with that dweeb Luke we know.
Yeah.
And that's how I met Molly. Through Fitzwilliam. So I was like, alright, so I kind of owe this big circle of friends we have, I kind of owe it to him a little bit.
Well, that's lovely. That's swell. There you go. There's the allocated nice thing about Fitzwilliam. Thank you, Fitzwilliam.
Then years later, he turned out to be a massive wanker.
He did not! Stop it! Alright, so, there's some weird shit going downtown at the moment. I'll make the screen big enough so you can actually see it now.
Is this the Digivolution?
Is it up and coming? Did you see? Did you hear?
Yeah, I can hear. I've got the headphones on.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we can both see it.
But did you know it was coming?
No, but you did, because you edited this.
I did as well. Look at this shit! We've been running through a bunch of, like, weird blue, kind of soulless internet zones, and then suddenly we get this fucked up, corrupted...
I like that shade of purple.
Yeah! I like the distorted, fucked up subway station. Even Arata's like, what the fuck is this?
That describes how you've decorated this flat.
Yeah, it's just a mishmash of stuff that's falling apart and glitching. Is this place real or digital? Good question. A vague question. It's kind of hard to gauge.
I can't remember.
It's actually an intersection of two worlds, so there's some interdimensional shit going on now.
Like Euston.
Yeah, like London Euston. Just like Euston Station.
It's somewhere between reality and England.
Alright.
That was a British joke.
That was a good British joke. Well, at least that one very overzealous cop isn't going to chase me into here, into the weird fucked up cyber zone. Oh yeah, I can see that one. Actually, tell a lie, I can see that one cop stalking us here. So, yeah,
Aren't we a cop as well now, kind of?
Shit, you're right, we are a cop. Why don't we just tell our colleague in the non-cyber department, like, go easy on Arata. He may look like a suspicious punk kid, but he's got a good heart. He's a good soul, that boy.
I will stop and search him myself.
Alright, now this is where shit gets really wild, so,
Quick!
What? What are you telling me to be quick about? You just yelled quick. All right, changed my Digimon party around a little bit. And this is where shit gets really cool. So, starting off, we have pretty standard Digimon here. You got Doremon, you got that Gotsumon.
Quick!
Stop doing that. You do not throw me off. So we got these.
Did you panic when I say it?
I keep thinking something's gonna happen, but I know it won't.
You edited this before I came in.
It was ages ago. I don't remember that much. All right. So yeah, you got a standard battle, standard Digimon. Digimon we haven't battled before, so that's why I'm showing this off. I think this is also a scripted battle as well, so yeah, I don't think you can avoid this particular fight. But this battle in particular isn't the one I'm super interested in. There's one coming up shortly which completely changes everything.
Is this important fight gonna come up quick?
Even though it might. Here we go. Which do you think a Digimon is more like, a demon or a snake? Fucking what, Arata? What kind of fucking question is that? What do you mean? This still feels like the real world, right? I guess it's like a snake. What? I feel like that was a translation error. I feel like that random thing you said maybe made more sense in the original Japanese. So look at his Digimon. He got him a Kiramon. He got him a Dark Digimon. So yeah, he's the baddie from the film, the Digimon movie, which we ever so love to quote.
That reminds me of the when I did that interview at work. When I had to hold the interview, I said, right, answering yes or no, what's your favourite colour?
Yes.
Answering yes or no, how many years experience do you have in a warehouse?
No. That one for me is no. Alright, so here Arata is slowly kind of warming up to us, even though we are now a dirty cop. And he's a hacker, so he naturally doesn't like us. But yeah, we've got him
as
as
a cop, you're the villain, aren't you?
Pretty much. But we've got him as a party member now, so he's there to help us. We can't control him or his Digimon, but they fight alongside us. Fucking hell, game. You don't have to throw a cutscene at me every 5 steps. Like, let me play the game, please.
Oh, it's like Pokemon Sword and Shield over again.
It really is. You know, I'll genuinely say that. That's one issue this game has. It loves to interrupt you with cutscenes. And if they were animated cutscenes, I wouldn't care as much. But the fact that it stops to visual novel at you so frequently, it does get tiresome. So I'm like, hey, I'm a cyber sleuth now. And Arata's like, what the fuck? What the fuck are you becoming a cyber sleuth? We're hackers.
A way to make these interactions a bit more fluid, I'd say get rid of where you have to keep pressing A or X to go past every bit of dialogue. If it just flowed, you could just ignore it and go on your phone, wait for the next bit of gameplay.
Or just let me skip it. Just let me skip the cutscenes. You know, I wouldn't for an LP, but it'd be nice to have the option, you know?
On that new game I got, Oninaki, there is, when there is dialogue and cutscenes and that, you got 2 options. One which is autoplay, where it'll just go through all the dialogue for you, and you just get the gameplay, or there's just fast forward to the next important line.
That's awesome. Yeah, more games need that. Or at least if you're gonna have it where it's mandatory dialogue, trim it down. Just trim this down. I mean, the thing he's saying at the moment is mildly important. He's talking about this digital wave, so he's like, okay, let's learn all about digital waves. You're gonna make me explain digital waves to you? Look it up. Oh, I guess we're not talking about the actual important plot point then. Let's not talk about the important thing. Game.
Let's talk about the menus, though.
Let's talk about your job being a cyber sleuth. That's what I've been doing for the past 20 hours of gameplay. I don't want to talk about it.
Do you remember how much fun this game seemed when you first started playing?
It really seemed like super exciting. And then now it's just talking simulator. It's just so much talking. Okay, so he's like, what's it like being a cyber sleuth? I've only read about it in comics. Who the fuck is making cyber sleuth comics? What? I thought this was like a secret organization thing that's not that super well known. How are there comics of us?
That's like an Illuminati newsletter.
Alright.
Stay tuned next Friday night where we destroy the economy.
Now we can finally get to the gameplay. Let's go. Okay, never mind.
Oh, God. Why?
Me. Chapter 4. Please, stop. Alright, actually, I want to talk more. Let me talk to you more. Takumi's like, dude, shut up! What's it like being a cyber sleuth? There's a lot of talking. There's a lot of talking, is the thing about being a cyber sleuth. What cases have you solved so far? What's your boss like? Mediocre to good and hot, respectively. Those are the answers.
Both are hot.
We've done some hot cases, let me tell you.
We had an air conditioning issue. That was
yeah,
hot.
there was a hot mission. Shit, you're right. Everything was hot. It's a hot job. Oh, hello. It's Yuko. Oh, never mind. He's gone now. Yuko's like, I'm not getting involved in your fucking conversations. I have shit to do. Don't look at me. This is no time to be fooling around or standing around and talking about things. This is the time for action. So much action that could be happening right now.
You know, I'd like the next. I'd like to see a big action film, like full like Hollywood action film, where like the first 20 minutes is just tutorials.
That would be amazing.
Jason Statham, this is the accelerator. I know.
This is how you make the car go fast.
This is the brake. This is how you make the car stop. Practice the stop when not moving. Good!
The Fast and Furious driving lessons. I would fucking watch Fast and Furious, the prequel, where they're learning how to drive. I would love the shit out of that. Alright. Come on, Arasa, you please tell me you're done.
I think eventually Fast and Furious is just going to be like a full house, like, comedy skit eventually.
Fast and Furious is how I would describe the gameplay of Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Look at this, it's breakneck! Can barely keep up with it.
To make this Fast and Furious, just replace Digimon with family. Do you know about the family?
Just a bunch of people running around with us. Our family. Now here, finally, is where Chapter 4, for me, got really good. I was like, okay, do you recognise these little bastards? They're, they are Kiramon's pre-evolved form. So by catching some of those, by acquiring some of those, we can now get access to the Kiramon line, as well as every Dark Digimon line. We can now get every single Dark Digimon, which we previously couldn't. So that basically accounts for half of all Digimon. That's a fuckload of Digimon.
Oh, wow.
So I've now just realised, oh my god, I could just spend hours and hours just collecting Dark Digimon from this area. And guess what I did to give myself something fun to do and to avoid all the conversations for a bit?
You played a different game.
No, I decided to go and collect pretty much every Dark Digimon I could get my grubby mitts on. And, yeah, that took me a good, 2-3 hours to do? 2-3 hours of just... Because now we're at the point in the game where I'm getting enough experience points that when I get a rookie or a baby Digimon, I can Digivolve it in, like, 1 or 2 battles. So everything just goes quicker, and then just becomes a constant stream of Digivolving, getting new Mons. And it's addictive. It's the good part. It's the part that I like. It's the part that I actually like.
I'm definitely going to get this game when we finish the Let's Play on Switch.
Okay.
But I won't do it now because I'm excited to see what happens.
Are you? That's impressive that it's kept you hooked that long. Oh, God. I mean, I will say later on, it does introduce an odd plot point or two where I'm like, okay, that's kind of interesting. I hope they do something with it. But that's all I can really say. It doesn't... The actual, like, pacing of it's still pretty rough. It's still got that Sword and Shield pacing.
Do you get any Dark Digimon in your party soon?
Oh, God, yeah. Well, here we go. Let's go to the Digilab.
Well, you did that. Quick!
The name of the episode is just quick in all caps. There it is. Thank you for naming the episode.
Dialogue, quick!
Alright, so yeah, not only can we get Sumomon there, but by Digivolving and Digivolving back and forth, we can also get Pagumon, who's there as well. So, there we go.
That's the Digimon one, isn't it?
Yeah, Pagumon is the Digimon one. They're the little baby Digimon that are little shits. I'm sure you recognise them from the anime. Like, all the evil Digimon have those little bastards as henchmen. They're the evil little henchmen Digimon. But anyway, yeah, we get a bunch of Dark Digimon now. So that's 5 off the bat. 5 more rookies that we couldn't get before. and they can cross, and now we can basically...
Hitmon!
Yeah, Impmon is stupidly good. His ability does 100 damage to a foe. Fixed.
Wow.
Fucking, that's a lot for a rookie. That's more damage than my champions can do for the most part. So that is fucking wild.
Oh, plot is happening.
Oh, God. But you know what? I will say this plot's a little more interesting. Even though this chapter is definitely wore out its welcome in terms of dialogue. Someone's been following us. Something's been following us.
If you had all dark types or all of one type in the same party at once, do they get a buff?
They don't get a buff. There is one game element that took me a little too long to figure out, and I do screw myself over with it later. You actually want to have different types of Digimon in your party at all times. Because there are certain gates that you can only get through if, say, you have a vaccine Digimon or a virus Digimon or a data Digimon. Like, you need to get access to all gates, you need different variants of Digimon at different levels.
So what are the dark types? Are they virus types?
They're virus types, generally, yeah. Anyway, this is the panicked man. Look how panicked he is.
You don't look that panicked.
Are you sure? Look at that face. That's a panicked face right there.
Women look at me that way anyway.
It's normal, right?
And they always say, get out, this is the women's loo.
Oh, God.
And I go, I ain't waiting in that fucking queue.
Alright, this is Suedou. Suedou. This is Mr. Suedou. Now, Dan, out of curiosity, do you think this guy's a good guy?
No.
I think he's a good guy. I don't know about you. He looks to me like he's a good, trustworthy guy. I think it's the bags under the eyes. That just screams hero to me.
What are you trying to say?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He screams hero. You're a hero with your baggy eyes. You and your baggy eyes, just like Suedou here.
Just impose a picture of my eyes on the screen. My devilish eyes.
And look at his whole character motivation, which is, I just want to come here to study things. I'm all about science. Don't care about those silly little ethics. I'm here for science.
Now that I can support.
Exactly. Hero. Real hero.
I agree with him. He's a villain!
Alright, so let's try interrogating this guy a bit. Okay, let me spill the beans a little bit. I also imagine he talks like this. I trust you won't go blabbing about this to anyone. Alright, what are you going to show us? I usually don't like the idea of an old man in a subway saying, I'm going to show you a secret thing that no one else is allowed to see.
God, I hope it's his penis.
Thanks. Thanks for just making my joke a lot blunter.
Like his penis.
Taking off the mystique. God damn it. Alright. Alright, this is not the final conclusion. Let's discuss the space we are in. It's a subway. We're in a subway. Eat fresh. Also data. There's data spilling around everywhere. We're in the whirlpool of a digital wave.
Like his penis.
What?
What?
I can't imagine what that could possibly mean.
They're inside the wave, he's there, his body's there, so technically his penis is there.
Everyone's penis is there. Like, that's how space works. That's how physical space works. This may be the real world, but it's made up of digital information. The real world is transformed into cyberspace. Okay, so basically this game is now posing that the digital world and the real world are now kind of intersecting, and there's going to be some fucked up dimensional shit. Okay, that's exciting. That's something. You can do fun game stuff with that.
I thought this was established earlier. Was I not paying attention?
Oh, maybe it was. Fuck. Oh, God. Was it? When was it?
I think we went over this before.
No.
Have we?
No, we established that there was a digital world before, but not that it was starting to intersect with the real one and bleed into it. So.
Oh, who the fuck cares anyway?
Well, now we know that the digital world's starting to bleed into everything, so that's
I
good.
like easier stories like Shovel Knight.
You are a knight. Hit the enemy. Well done, you hit the enemy. The irregularities of this structure should indicate that we're dealing with digitized data made from human memories. I'm like, okay, is this going to tie my digital sleuthing into being able to read people's minds, perhaps? That would be cool. If I could, enter people's minds like psychonauts.
Like his penis.
No, not like his penis. I don't want his penis invading anyone's mind, frankly.
I'll draw you a picture.
Don't. What are the characters? You drew me Keisha Bane. I'm happy about that. I do not want you drawing I don't want to see any Suedou nudes. Or Nudeos, if you will.
I imagine his penis is curly.
Like a pig?
Yeah, like a pig's tail, just like...
Oh, no. Why?
Like a curly whirly.
Why are you obsessed with this man's genitals? Stop.
It's the most appealing thing about him.
Everything else is repulsive. Oh, hello. He's talking about there's an eater going around. That big fuck off monster we saw at the beginning of the game, the weird tentacle bastard. So, okay.
So that actually has some relevance to the game.
Yes, it does. It wasn't just in the intro.
I thought maybe it was an Easter egg from a different game. Like, yeah, that's there. People play this game. Go, I remember that from the other Digimon game.
No. It does tie to the plot. So it goes around eating data, and in spaces like this, they thrive. So we got to go beat one of those fuckers. So remember in the intro where it took a fucking Mega Digimon hitting it really hard to kill it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to fight one of those now. He's not any weaker than he was in the tutorial. It's fucking busted.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's a fucking hard boss coming up soon. That's the common theory. There must be a way to restore data. It's illogical to assume otherwise. Have you heard of the recycle bin? It's a common... Deleting data's not hard. You can absolutely permanently delete data. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but restore points as well.
You can delete those too. You can get rid of all of it.
Yeah, but if you empty recycle bin, you go to restore point and puts it back, doesn't it?
Does it?
Does it?
I don't think it does. I think you have to set the restore point first. You have to. It's like the film, that time travel film. You have to make the point first that you can travel back to. You can't just travel willy nilly.
Yeah, but computers, a lot of them make it themselves, don't they? They make their own restore points.
Well, if you were to delete those, then yes, you are deleting the data. This is an interesting debate. I wasn't expecting to have a debate about data deletion.
Let's get back to the relevant thing. Fitzwilliam's a twat.
No, he is not. Let's talk about Arata and Takumi and Suedou.
Why do you always try and turn the topic to fucking Digimon when we're recording?
Let's playing a Digimon game, Dan.
I'm not here for Digimon. I'm here to insult people.
Why can't be both, Dan? Why can't be both?
I don't even like Digimon anymore. No, I can't even say that. That's kind of cool.
I still like Digimon. This game's very slow. This game drags on a bit too much. You appear to be hackers. You possess the Digimon capture program. Okay, this is the part where I was like, oh, is he going to challenge us to a battle? You have marvelous Digimon as well. Oh, cool, we get to battle this guy.
He's been talking the whole time we were debating about recycle bins.
Oh yeah, he hasn't stopped. I want to fight off the Eater. You can do that with your Digimon. Okay, I guess we're not fighting you. We're just going to go deal with that mega level Eater. That's fun as well, I guess. You know it has the ghost of the pale boy? I haven't heard that name since episode 1, and that was a long time ago, but yeah,
What?
I guess.
What?
That's what they were calling the big tentacle monster. No, that's what they were calling the apparition of Yuko that keeps appearing. I don't know why an apparition of Yuko keeps appearing, but it does, so...
I completely forgot about most of this shit.
That's because it doesn't go out of its way to be fucking interesting.
Also, we never really talk about the game.
This is back when we were a little more invested in what was going on, or trying to be at least, so... Okay.
That's a good thing about Fitzwilliam. He does tend to bring our conversation back to the game.
He adds a little element of order to this LP.
By doing impressions of all the characters.
Alright, Arata's like, hey, why don't you go deal with the fucking Eater thing? You're the one studying it. Why do we have to go deal with the mega boss? Oh, look at that. He made a little nod to Pokemon. Do you have any, like a ball we can capture creatures in? Get it? It's like Pokemon. We know. We know what we are. We know what we are.
It's a Tamagotchi reference.
Alrighty.
Come on, let's go fight that Chia pet now.
Oh yeah. Let's go fuck up that. Let's go fuck up those Metabots. Show them who's boss. I'm the dinosaur king now. Okay.
Show him your Furby collection.
I like this bit here. Mr. Suedou, it's not that I don't believe you. Because look at you, you've got a trustable face.
And a curly penis.
Yeah. You're a trustworthy individual if I ever did see one. Look how trustworthy he is. Look at this trustworthy guy. That's a face that just tells me this is a guy to be trusted. Yes! Yeah!
Stop it, please. Don't ever zoom into his face again.
I will always zoom into his face. You can't stop me. The regular world, you say? Where might that be, I wonder? Oh, maybe he is a Digimon. I think he's a Digimon. I think he's going to reveal himself and he's, I don't know, Horsemon. He's just Horsemon. The horse Digimon.
He could be a horse. He could be a Trojan virus.
Whoa, I can't believe Digimon hasn't made that reference at all in any way. That's wild to me. I need a card.
Were you not going for that? I thought I was making it more obvious.
No, I wasn't actually going for that. You added an element of smartness. I was just picking horse because it was a random fucking animal. I wasn't going for something clever there. Alright, anyway. Here I am running through the datascape. I've pretty much got all the Dark Digimon after doing all that Digivolving. So, oh, memory up. Always good to collect those. Just makes my party bigger in general. Fuck yes.
Like your penis.
Nope. Memories do not do that to my junk, I'm sorry to tell you.
Well, it depends what you're remembering.
Oh, God. Well, I got myself the card, so now I can progress further into this area.
An ick card.
I got the IC card, yeah. Get it? Because I see how to progress.
This is the sound of me slapping David.
I don't know what IC stands for. Anyway, pushing further into the sewers. What's your take on this music? Sewers? The subway. What's your take on this music?
I like the different mix of tones and tunes.
Yeah.
It's like even the music is moulding from two things to one, and it works very, very well. I like it.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I gave you the headphones. I wanted you to have a little listen to that. By the way, here you are.
Yeah.
We got you in the game now. And
I actually look slimmer there.
Oh, you're going to be very pleasantly surprised when we do this next battle. Here's the Ghost of the Pale Boy again. The one we saw at the beginning of the game, where it's just Yuko as a ghost.
I don't remember, but okay.
Well, it's Yuko, and he's a ghost now. He speaks in wingdings. He's wingdinging us right now, and he's gone. Okay. Okay, then. Shrug. Do you know what that was? It was a ghost of Yuko. I don't know why he's everywhere as a ghost. We'll probably find out later. We'll probably make some butt jokes over the part where the game reveals what all of this was. So we won't know.
He's dead, isn't he?
Well, we've seen him though. We've seen him ditzing around. We saw him in the last chapter, so... Oh! No time to theorize. Here comes Mr. Tentacles again. The boss is back.
Doesn't look that bad.
It's actually smaller than it was. I'm sure it was bigger before. Maybe this is a smaller one.
Or maybe because the game's so long, we've aged and got bigger.
We've physically grown larger. Alright, so this next fucking fight actually really beat the shit out of me the first time I tried to do it. This is hard.
Like his penis!
Stop it. This next battle...
Alright, that's the last penis joke.
Thank you.
This episode.
This episode. Alright, so... You may take a little look at that second Digimon. That second Digimon in my party.
Mega Kabuterimon.
No, that's Dan. I figured out how to nickname them. You do it from the menus. I know how to nickname them now. So now Dan is just Dan. I didn't make it Danmon. I just made it you. It's Dan. It's you. You're in the game now. Are you happy?
Yes.
Thank you.
Which one's me?
That one. Obviously that one. That's you. You're in the game. You're Shogun Gekomon. So here I am just trying to chip away at this fucking boss. And it's like, I can't do any fucking damage to this thing. Why is it so strong? I have to throw ultimates at it. And eventually tell a lie.
Oh, that looked cool.
Yeah, look how much damage that was, and it heals itself. Data is converging. When it does that, it makes itself stronger. So basically, the only moves I have that can actually hurt this boss are moves that ignore defenses. That is why I'm using these specific Digimon, because they have moves that ignore defenses. The first time I came at this boss, I went at it with Digimon who just attacked normally, and I couldn't get him down past a quarter of his health. I mean, I couldn't take a single quarter of his health off.
Oh, wow.
He just healed it back as soon as I died. Look, that's how much damage you do generally with moves when they're not defense annulling. So, me getting Shogun Gekomon, or Dan, when I got him, was actually kind of perfect. Like, Dan is the only Digimon I really have, aside from Impamon, who also ignores defenses and does set damage, who can actually hurt this thing. So yeah, you actually need to be kind of prepared for enemies that just tank everything. So yeah, there's a little team building trivia for you. Make sure to grab broken Digimon who do lots of damage no matter what. So there we are. I think I did cut out the battle where I tried this and fucking died. And it was impossible. Maybe because it was too painful to watch. It was painful to watch me doing 3 or 4 points of damage every time I hit him, and then having him heal that off immediately. Not a good time.
Well, if it's Dan versus Tentacles, it'll always be Dan.
Oh, Dan always wins. There we go. Now we know. And that was the shortest chapter in the game so far. That was chapter 4. That's it done. Hooray!
Great, I can go home now.
God. I don't know, I'm choking on something. So yeah, we're back
I should
now.
have made that promise about my jokes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I gave you a perfect opportunity there and it just didn't happen. Well...
Oh, just...
You're really kicking yourself.
I'll kick you later.
Well... Arata's getting a right old hoot and holler out of all of this shit, as if that was... as if there's anything funny about this. It's like, Arata, this is just weird. Why are you getting all goofy over it? A cyber sleuth! Arata, I told you I was a cyber sleuth fucking ages ago. Why is it only just now hitting?
He's a villain.
You'd think, based on how he's acting right now, but I like this. Reality's pretty dull, but this is something else. Okay, writers, you're giving yourself a bit of credit now. I don't think this is I don't think it's as exciting as you're posing it now.
See, this reminds me of how I play Skyrim.
How do you play Skyrim?
Whenever a character talks and I get the slightest hint or idea they might be a villain, I just cut out the dialogue and go and attack them.
Just kill him. Just pull your sword out and that's it. You're done. Goodbye.
I'd go up to Hrothgar. Oh, you're the Dragon Boy. Attack him! Get him! Old men with beards, get him!
The only character in the game you shouldn't pick a fight with are the ones you try and beat up. Oh, well, there we go. He's like, well, I'm off. Don't go get eaten by a giant tentacle monster. Goodbye. See ya. Alright, for everything I'll say about this game, I do love this final...
Where'd she come from?
She's been hanging around. She's been staking out, waiting for us to return. This I do like. I find this funny. Wait. Oh, fuck! Oh, yeah, shit! That was good! Game, if you did more of that, I'd be like, alright, more dialogue, please. More funny, charming stuff like that. That's all I'm asking. Okie doke, so, yeah, that's a chapter 4 for you. Thanks very much for watching. Is there anything we didn't miss the Digirap this week? No, we got the Digirap.
Yeah.
And we got the being nice to Fitzwilliam.
That will never happen again.
Everyone, 10 dislikes, go, 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 go.
No, never again.
Oh, well, so you had to be here. Alright, well, that was
Didn't have to, they just had to listen to this.
Say that, they could X out. They could X out right now, they could just stop watching the LP. Wait, no! What am I doing? I'm like the anti-YouTuber.
We need the ad revenue.
I don't get ad revenue.
Well, maybe then you should add revenue.
I'm not eligible because not enough people watch me.
Well, maybe if you made a Facebook page and invited people to it, maybe you'd get more subscribers.
I'll do that eventually, maybe, whatever. Anyway.
And then I can share funny memes on your page and get your page taken down for inappropriate content.
Sounds like you've really planned ahead on this one.
I have.
Okay.
Next to the list of nice things about Fitzwilliam, there's a list of things to do horrible to you.
I like that you keep your lists organised. But anyway, Kyoko and me are having a little powwow, a little discussion about these parallel worlds, and she seems interested. You know what? I think after Chapter 5, I am going to start cutting out scenes that don't do anything. I will finally start editing out conversations that literally don't have any impact on the story.
Oh, please do.
I mean, it's going to be difficult because I don't know where the story's going, so an innocuous conversation may end up being important later. But
What
I think
if you just play the rest between now and the next set of recordings? Just play the whole game and beat it and record it all.
this is a long game, Dan. It's a long video game. It's a very long game.
Yeah, but you've done Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in a good amount of time, and yeah.
You know what? I think when they're having a conversation where they're repeating stuff we already know, like this conversation, where Kyoko is now learning the thing that we've already learned about Digimon, I think I'll start cutting those out, because 20 words or less. That's my take on this game. Every conversation needs to be boiled down to 20 words or less. Anyway, Kyoko is now kind of talking about the subway thing we were just in, and is saying that there were more examples of that, so hey, that's exciting. That's something, at least. There's potential foreshadowing for a later dungeon or something.
In 20 words or less, what's your top 50 words?
Fuck you. There, done.
That's 2, you got 18 left.
I like all words beginning with Q. And I'm done, that's it. That's all I needed. I like all words beginning with Q.
I knew you liked the Queens.
That I do. Who doesn't like the Queens? Not the Queen, the Queens, plural.
Yeah, there was the Queen and the Queen's mother and then the great-grandmother.
Alrighty,
And then there was Queen Henry VIII.
He's the one who killed all those queens.
Oh shit, yeah, that was a king, wasn't he? Why did he have the biggest breast of them all?
Hey! That's what you come here for, to fat shame Henry VIII. High quality content here on the VidGams channel.
It's okay to make fun of him because he's dead.
He's dead and evil, it's fine. You say what you want to him.
So, the Duke of Edinburgh.
We
I hear his job's up.
We got a new cup of tea. Look at it. It's got a big streak of cum in it. Coffee, yogurt, and seaweed. Boiled in soy. Mmm.
Like the Duke of Edinburgh.
That's what they buried him in. That's what they embalmed him with.